I'm not insecure about being dark and beautiful and dark. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Anne. If you're not, you already know what we do and how we do our thing. That's so corny, I don't know why I say that. That might just as well be a new intro. Today I'm going to be talking about insecurities that I'm not insecure about anymore. Does that make sense? No. I'm basically going to be talking about things that I used to be insecure about back in the day, and I'm not insecure about those things right now. Some of these things I wouldn't say I was necessarily insecure about, but I definitely thought they did not match society's standards of beauty. So for me, this video is really important. I'm basically making this for teenage girls, young girls. So if you do watch this video and you feel like it might help anybody that you know, please definitely share it with them. I would really appreciate it. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about things that I was insecure about, or things that I thought made me look ugly, or things that I thought did not match society's standards of beauty that I'm not insecure about anymore, or that I don't care about that much anymore. So the first two things are stretch marks and cellulite. Obviously these come when when your body has started maturing, when you are an adolescent. And when I first realized that I have stretch marks and cellulite, if you don't know what cellulite is, it's those there are those little holes on your thighs. I don't know how to define them. It's just Google it, you'll understand what cellulite is. But when I first realized that I have stretch marks and cellulite, I hated the fact that I had stretch marks and cellulite, because other girls in school used to tell me that, oh my god, stretch marks and cellulite just make your body not look nice. And that was really stuck in my head. I didn't like how the stretch marks and the cellulite looked on my thighs. Yeah, I think I mostly have stretch marks and cellulite on my thighs, and I didn't like how that looked on my body at all, and it made me feel, I'm not gonna lie, those ones definitely made me feel insecure. So like I didn't like seeing stretch marks on my body at all. I remember when I was in secondary school, everybody was talking about bio oil and how it helps to remove the stretch marks and the cellulite. And I remember I wanted so bad to buy bio oil. I've never bought bio oil till this day. And I've just reached a point where I feel like that is just part of your womanhood. The stretch marks and the cellulite, that's just part of who you are as a woman. I saw a quote sometime back that says you have the waves of a sea written on your body, and that was really dope. If I can find it, I'll attach it, but that was really dope. But yeah, I'm no longer insecure about my stretch marks. I'm no longer insecure about my cellulite. I do not care if anybody sees them, and I've learned to embrace that, and I've learned to accept, and I don't even care about those anymore. Like, I really don't care about those anymore. It's just, there is nothing you can do about it. There are probably oils and I don't know, ointments you can use to get that off, but it's not something I constantly think about, that oh my god, I want to get rid of my stretch marks and I want to get rid of my cellulite. I'm not bothered like that about them anymore. Like, I'm comfortable with having them. The next one are my scars. Now, I have been insecure about my scars before. I believe most of my teenage years I was really insecure about my scars because I was just that careless kid back then. I used to fall a lot, and I'm African, so that means I went through the wrath of measles and chicken pox. There is no way I was going to survive having scars, especially on my legs. I have a lot of scars on my legs, and I used to be so insecure about that. I usually used to only wear trousers all the time. It was either trousers or trousers. I would never go anywhere in short dresses or short skirts or anything that exposed the scars on my legs. But I think over time I've gotten over it. These days I can literally wear whatever I want without caring about the scars on my legs. Those don't limit me anymore from wearing what I want to wear. And I think it's also because over time they have gone fading. Scars do fade. They might not go away completely, but they do fade, and you just need to be patient, and you just need time for your scars to go away. But yeah, that's another thing that I'm not insecure about anymore. The next thing that I wouldn't say I was really insecure about this one, but I did sit down and think about it sometimes, and you know, I really thought that by society's standards I wasn't worthy. In my previous video I told you guys I am 5 foot. I'm just 5 foot, and that means I'm really short. A lot of people in school, and not even school alone, like friends at home or family members, would always call me out for being short. I don't know why they would call me out for being short. Like, there's nothing I can do to change my height. I wasn't insecure about it, but then it's like, I know there is people out there who are insecure about being short, or there are people who are out there insecure about being tall. First of all, just keep in mind that you can't do anything about it. Just embrace it, and you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Tall, short, you're beautiful. Okay, I wasn't really insecure, but I did sit down and think about it sometimes. I did sit down and think, are there maybe vitamins to take for you to grow tall? Is there some sort of surgery? But it's not something that I would sit down and think so hard about. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can consider it an insecurity, but it's something that definitely worried me when I was younger. The next thing that I really thought did not make me beautiful according to society were my boobs. Even talking about it right now, I cringe a little bit because I can't believe I was so insecure about then. If you've met me in person, you know that I'm a busty person. I have really huge boobs. Not really huge. I remember in Form 1 I had really small boobs, really small boobs, and then Form 2 came, and I don't know how my and then Form 2 came, and I don't know how my breast size just got bigger. And my friends at school, and some of the girls at school, or a lot of people, not at school alone, but a lot of people, family, friends, like a lot of people told me that for a short girl your boobs are too big, for your age your boobs are too big, and I became really insecure about that. I used to wear really oversized stuff. I used to wear really big jumpers and really big t-shirts to cover up and hide the size of my boobs. My mom definitely noticed, my aunties noticed, and my mom told me all the time, there's nothing wrong with your boobs, you are absolutely fine. Some people are meant to have bigger boobs, some people are meant to have smaller boobs. You are absolutely fine. I have learned to embrace them. Again, it takes time for you to get there, and it took me time, but these days I'm really confident. I will not wear oversized stuff just because I want to hide my boobs. I'll not do that. In comparison to that, I know there is people who have smaller boobs and they're insecure about that. And I remember there were times where my friends with smaller boobs told me, I would love to have your boob size, and I would tell them I would love to have your boob size. Even with my mom, my mom used to tell me all the time, I wish I had your boob size, and I would tell my mom I wish I had your boob size, but there was no way, there's definitely no way of exchanging boob sizes. So yeah. Do I still think about it? Do I still feel like I'll change the size of my boobs or make my boobs look a certain way? Yes, I do still think about it, but I've cancelled that out as an insecurity that I have. I do know that there are girls with smaller boobs, but it's just fine, baby. It's okay. You're doing great. The next one is my hair. I was not, guys, this one I'm going to be straight up and say I was not insecure about my hair, but as a kid I did want longer, silkier, straighter hair. Like I did want that, but that doesn't mean that I didn't love my hair back then. I actually loved my hair. My mom actually did a great job of taking care of my hair when I was younger. I did love my hair, but again, yes, I did want longer, straighter, silkier hair. I remember one time, this is a story time. I remember one time I was at the salon. My mom owns a salon, so I was at the salon with her, and I was just seated, and I saw an Indian woman passing by. She was seated on a boda or a motorcycle, and she was just passing by, and I was just looking at her hair because the wind was blowing her hair and it looked so nice, you know, like in movies. Yeah, that's what her hair was doing. It was just flowing and it was looking really nice. I remember saying out loud, I wish I was Indian and I wish I had Indian hair. Mind you, in case I didn't mention, I was around 8 or 10 at this time, so don't judge me. And there was a random woman sitting next to me. She was a customer and she had me say that, and she turned and asked me, why would you want to be an Indian with Indian hair? Your hair is perfectly fine, you're beautiful. And that's not what she said word for word, but she said things along those lines. And she told me that your African hair is just beautiful, you are beautiful. And till this day I appreciate that somebody told me that, because a lot of young African girls don't get that. They don't get that at all. And I was really glad that I had a conversation of that kind with someone at a young age. I'll never forget that. I definitely don't remember her face, but I'm really grateful for what she told me. The very last one is the color of my skin. As you guys can see, I am highly melanated. Now let me just put this out there. I was not insecure about the color of my skin at all, but I did sit down and think to myself sometimes how society called girls of the lighter skin tone more beautiful than girls of the darker skin. I was not insecure about the color of my skin. My mom, thank God for my mom, taught me from a very young age that you're beautiful, you're a dark-skinned beautiful girl, and I really appreciate that. But with the way media portrayed girls or women of the lighter skin tone, in my head I was so sure that, you know, for you to be considered pretty or for you to be considered beautiful, you had to be of a lighter skin tone. I do have friends who were really insecure about the color of their skin, and they are not insecure about the color of their skin anymore. But yeah, I'm not insecure about being dark and beautiful and dark. You are just fine. You're okay, you're beautiful, you're worthy in the color of your skin. As you guys can see, I am enjoying being highly validated. I love it. I will not change the color of my skin for anything in the world. I love the color of my skin. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I just want to say though, I just feel like this is important to say, most of these insecurities that little girls have, I do blame the media and I do blame society. I'm not even ashamed to say that the media and society, you know, have an influence on little girls' insecurities. I'm not ashamed to say that at all. So if people could change the way they think, or if people could just be nicer in person, what? If people could just be nicer, and if people could just not be weird about people's bodies, then people would never have insecurities. You know, it takes time to get over insecurities. Does this mean I don't have any insecurities? No, I still do have insecurities that maybe I'll make a video about, things that I'm still insecure about, or things that I'm insecure about. I might make a video of that kind, I don't know. But yeah, I hope this video is helpful to somebody. Again, if you have a sister or a cousin or an auntie, whatever, that you feel like this video might help them, please share it. I'll definitely be grateful. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment down below the things that you were insecure about back then that you're not insecure about now, or things that you're insecure about. Just comment down below, let's have a conversation. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye, stay safe. I mean, natural hair can be hard to deal with sometimes, but we love it. We love the shrinkage, we embrace it, we hug it. We might not want to deal with it, but we love it. Yeah, those are the things. Guys, I'm so weird. I'm so weird. Anyways, yeah, so those are, I know this is going to be a short video.
All hung up on imaginary problems. You gotta focus on what's real, man.